Hello. We get set up here, which is now a lot easier than it used to be. Okay, and we're set up. That's it. That's it. It's that easy. It just works. Okay. I want to finish the colony task priority refactor. I think I'm actually kind of okay with committing what we have here. Everything's pretty much working. I think last time I left off, the only thing that wasn't working was change the flow slightly, and he was no longer able to be interrupted in the middle of an interact action, which I did change outside of stream and is working fine now. So there's probably some more edge cases that we need to come across. But overall, I think this is, like, the architecture is solid. I think I just want to go through and kind of do a bit of a code review on this this 107 file commit here, which is a large commit. I have the largest commit. Some would say the largest. Some would say the largest. Let me look at Colony Utils. That might be one that has like a bunch of stuff that's no longer used. Mayhaps. Okay, delete that now. I'm kind of thinking I want a better file structure for a lot of this. Now this is gone. Yeah, that's gone. And I should delete the colony entity data too, because that's now just a piece of entity data that's no longer used, if I'm remembering correctly. Let me see, where are you used at, good sir? It'll be deleted. Okay, so we're actually using this in blueprints somewhere. Take me to that. Oh, I'm getting the priority. Oh, yeah, that's why it's not working. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we should fix the priorities UI now, too. Get initial priorities for colonist. I should also probably just have, like, a get priorities. I have a set colonist priorities. It's I have set entity priority, get initial priorities, set colonist priorities. This will be blueprint pure. Static, no, not void. It'll be a static T-array of colony task priorities. Get colonist priorities. Hello? Why is my YouTube thing... Wait, did I close? YouTube chats, hello. Oh, it's on the wrong screen, isn't it? There we go. Auto find and activate. There we go. Now my YouTube chat is up. Okay. There we go. Welcome in, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Just finishing up a commit here. No, we're not going to use colony data. If auto colony colonist priorities data. Yeah, do that, otherwise return empty. Yeah. So we'll need to replace that real quick. But I think we can then delete get colony entity data. Good. Good. Did I already delete it over here? This is also the wrong one. F colonist priorities entity data. Yeah, fix that up. Priority, blah, 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 blah. Good, good, good. Go here. Here it is. Delete that. Process task queue. This should be no longer used at all, anywhere, ever. It's only called from within itself, so... That's right, DJ Khaled. You know, everyone needs a DJ Khaled while they're developing, I think. He definitely, he's just so well-spoken, you know? An enigma, if I may. Is duration target met? Passing in the current task. Where am I using this at? I'm not. That's the neat part. I'm not. Delete it. Delete it. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, anywhere else that struct is used at? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Why was I forward declaring that in a C++ file? You know what, fuck it. Let's just, we're gonna delete. We're gonna delete you. Goodbye. Goodbye, Colony Entity Data. I would like to say it has been nice knowing you. Goodbye. Goodbye. On tree chopped. Yeah, so this is just comment all of this out. Although if we're getting the current task off of here, I suppose I can make that still work. Okay, hang on. I lost it. We'll find, the compiler will tell me where it hurts. Oh, it's right here. Never mind, we're back. And we're back. F colonist task queue. I mean, I should just get F colonist task. And then this is the current task, which is actually a pointer. Whee! Finish command, which I don't think is called from anywhere. It is. Oh, it's on tree chopped. Ugh. God, all of this is... We're gonna, like, I think maybe do tree chopping next, I think. I also need to fix up some of my VAT stuff. Yeah, just fucking delete that. Just fucking delete it. We're gonna probably rewrite it all anyway. You know what? Comment all. Just comment it out. Just comment it out. We're gonna commit that. What did I do over here? We need to import? Why? Welcome in. Good morning, guys. Colony entity data. No thank you. Now, yeah, I guess everything that gets added to a colony by default has, will now by default get like colonist logic, which is weird. We'll maybe want to think about that a little bit. Okay, so let's rebuild here. And I think that's probably all we'll need to do. Maybe just go through and clean up some imports and stuff. How did you make the lighting good? My objects are literally shining in game. Check your specular values. Specular is set to 0.5 by default. You probably just want that at 0. Specular looks really, really weird. I may need to, I guess I just need to fully import that. Git task status. Status. What is your status? Refactoring is difficult. I find it fun. Not maybe fun is the wrong word. I find it satisfying. I like it. I like it. How are you deciding what goes? It's basically based on what sparks joy. If it does not spark joy, it goes. I mean, it's a little bit more nuanced than that, but that's the basic idea. For this colonist priority system, before I was using like I wasn't using ECS stuff. I was doing it outside the ECS system in a kind of just like typical object-oriented fashion with like abstraction and inheritance, and I was using delegates, so it was like event-driven. And I was just getting into this like callback hell where like these delegates would like update and fire off more delegates, and I would have like nested like task processes happening that were like super annoying to debug. And so I just, whenever I went to like implement something new into that system, it was I'm the one who wrote it. I'm the only one that works on this project. And I would go back and I'm like, dude, this is horrible. Like I'm finding this so hard to understand and follow and debug and implement new things in. And so I was like, yeah, there needs to be a better way. There needs to be a better way. You make me sad? Why do I make you sad? Why doesn't it want to register the colonist task? I guess is it not imported here? It is not imported here. Wait, where is the colonist task? Hang on. It's in colony structs. Okay, that's hang on, where is colony structs? What directory do I have that in? It's in public data, not entity data. Data. Okay, now rebuild. That should fix that problem. But yeah, whenever I find something difficult to work in, difficult to understand, and I'm the one who wrote it, that means it's probably not good. And I'm finishing up the refactor for that system, so I'm liking it a lot better now. You know, it still has its own little idiosyncrasies and nuances, but they're easier to find and follow. Okay, this is all fucking broken now. Git colonist priorities. That's what we want. Is anything else broken? Maybe NPC is broken? No, NPC is good. Okay. Yay. Okay, one thing I do want to check while we're here. Show me your priorities. There. clear for a second. So he should be like looking at all of his priorities. Is he not? He is not considering, well, he's in an interaction. He's in, well, right, okay, so hang on. He doesn't check those in an interaction. Okay, but now he's going haul, construct, chop trees, forage, haul. Okay. Now I'm going to change the order of his priorities, and I shall like to see him. I shall like to see him do it in a different order now. Haul, forge, construct, chop. We should be able to see that. Haul, forge, construct, chop. Yeah, and so it does. It does update. Good. Good. Yeah, and I can see it update there. Perfect. Okay, so his priorities are getting updated. Now, the priorities don't explicitly work the way I want them to, but the system works, and he does things. So I think I'm getting ready to commit here. So it's essentially spring cleaning. I always hate those phases of my development where I got something to work, but it's like really bad. I mean, that's always step one, right? That's always step one. Make it work. And then you make it pretty later. And then once you make it work, you understand what needs to happen a lot better. I mean, that's at least my flow, right? Some people like to just like plan everything up front and then do the implementation, but I find that there's always something I didn't consider that changes my mind, and therefore my time spent planning is somewhat wasted. But yeah, make it work, and then once you understand what it needs to work, you know, you start changing things. Start making it pretty. And then when you come back to the system to implement something new, you know, like down the road, and then if you find yourself like having trouble understanding your own system, that's a pretty good sign that there may be a better way. Is there a way? I kind of don't want it to collapse includes. I would like it to sort. I would like it to sort includes. I didn't know that was an option. I would like that. Order of includes. Preserve existing include groups during a sort. I'll look at it later. Yeah, anything... I can't think of anything that I would want to clean up here. I think I already basically did. I'm just going through like the includes here. The only thing I think... The The only thing I think I would have wanted to clean up, I think I already did, which was the ISMC task utils. What I would like to do is maybe even get rid of subsystems. That would be pretty fucking chill, wouldn't it? Interaction processor. Yes, good. Wait, did I save the include order? Hang on. I didn't save that. Oh, did it? Did it? Maybe they're already sorted. That one's not. Well, the generator file goes at the end. That's right. Another thing I want to change is the interact action. I would like to change that away from a U object into a struct. Wow, that's a lot of imports right there. That is a lot. Oh, all it does is like tell me that it doesn't match. I was hoping it would automatically do it for me. Okay, so now it's just going to be annoying about it. Now it's just going to be annoying about it. Not what I wanted. Sorry, there's like 100 fucking files here, so... Oh yeah, I wrote some tests too. Crazy. Crazy. Rain chunk. Okay, I think we're good here. Rebuild one more time, make sure it compiles. Is your code in a module or multiple modules? Nope, not even one. Should it be? Maybe. There's definitely some things. There is definitely some things I could pop into a module, but I have no plans to like make them. Yeah, I deleted that one. I have no plans to make them like plugins or something, or like bespoke from isolated from the code base, so. Should I learn to code Java? It seems fun. I can't answer that question for you, my man. What you want me to tell you what to learn? If you're wanting someone to tell you what to learn, go to school. School is very good for that. What is going on here, brother? F my hit result. I forward declared that. I declared it, I swear. Illegal reference to member. What? Wait, what happened here? happened to the terrain chunk? Hi, Bronze. Welcome in. Good morning. Guten Tag. Wie geht's? Okay, so apparently I don't know, maybe the file didn't save correctly. Either the file didn't save correctly, which is probably the actual answer, or the order of the forward declarations matters, which I don't think is the case. Ich bin sehr gut, danke. Or do you say ish? You say ik or ish? I learned ik. But I know a lot of Germans say ish. It's like a regional thing, right? Like the Northerners say something different. Darf ich dein Baby essen? My teacher used to hate it when we would say that. We just thought it was so funny. It means, may I eat your baby? Which is just like, you know, what you would expect, what you would expect a group of immature high schoolers to say. Or ich habe einen großen Schwanz, is I have a large tail, which I believe is slang for something else. Auf Deutsch. Okay, let's commit it. Fucking send it. Refactor, colonist, priorities into ECS. Uh, 23 to-dos. Day off or doing this full time? You know, there's a third option there as well. You know, you can do game dev on days that you have work. It is possible. It's allowed. Not illegal. Okay, we've committed. Wow. Okay, so multiple things that we still need to do. I need to make sure my hangy states still work, and I'm kind of considering just getting rid of state tree altogether. It's becoming more and more superfluous the more I move things into ECS. Another thing I want to do, let me open up my to-dos and get my thoughts straight here. I want to refactor uInteract action into a struct. And then I want to est/fix. I'll call them survival states, which is like hangy, hungry, and sleepy, hungry and sleepy. 2 of the 7 dwarves, right there. So we need to do that. I want to do tree chopping as well, and then we need to do caching too. Colonist priority caching, which maybe the caching, is that how you spell caching? You'd think I would know. Do I care about fixing the survival states if I'm going to get rid of my state tree? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of the state tree. I need to think about that deeper. Need to think about what that would look like. Cache. Well, I know how to spell the word cache, yes. But caching, does it have the E in there or does it not? Apparently not. Because the state tree was kind of fighting me a little bit when I was doing the refactor. But it is kind of nice for just like, if this state, then do this, you know? Whereas like the ECS processors are a bit more implicit. They're not explicit states, right? They're just like a combination of data, which you could think of as a state. And the state tree is not exactly cache coherent. It's not very cache efficient. It's much better than the Unreal Engine state tree. My state tree is. But it's still leaving some bread on the table. And in a world where there's no free lunch, that bread can become valuable quickly. For now, I think it's fine. Is the caching going to be affected by that decision? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think I care about testing the survival states and whatnot. That's not going to impact caching. I do think caching is the more important part, because that's the whole reason. Yeah, it's the whole reason I got here, basically. Another thing I want to do, I'm going to put a to-do in the code for this. Generate interaction points. I have multiple of these. Uh-oh. Why do I have multiple of them? It is not. Optimize this to only get the closest valid point. Conan, welcome. That's we want to do that for sure. So I think I basically just want to do the hall caching. That's basically what I want to do. But let's just close all. Oh god. Okay, yeah, close all tabs in group. Wow. Okay. So we want hall task processor, and then we want all utils. Yes. Those are going to be the two important ones. Maybe colony utils might be important as well. Or colony controller. Let's, is there a hotkey for pen? I don't think so. Okay, so essentially what we want to do here is I want a list of things that need to be hauled, and I want that to be not up to date at all times, but I want that to be kind of invalidated. And so I think I need a piece of entity data. Colony World. Did I end up using this? No, I didn't. colony buildings data. I mean, I can just use colony. Let's make a new. I mean, we can throw it in colony data, maybe. I don't know. And we'll make a new file. Add Unreal Engine class. Just make it a U object for now. We're gonna call this colony. Hauling data. I think that's right. That feels right. Rename this to F colony hauling data. Change it into a struct. Okay, so what we would want here is I need an array of things to haul. Which are going to be entities. Things to haul. This could be targetables, but I mean, honestly, yeah, make this an F targetable. A targetable is just an entity and a location. And this way it'll be even more efficient. Colony hauling data. I think I also want a should recalculate or something like that. Initialize that to true. And so we're going to have one of these pieces of data for each colony, essentially. Honestly, no, let's just use the absence of this. We'll just delete the data. Oh, and we can save some memory. I can save I can save 8 bits of data. We'll just delete it. We'll just delete colony hauling data. If there is no colony hauling data, we'll search for things to haul. I guess I won't know what container they're in. That's kind of the problem. I don't know. Ooh, okay, hang on. We will get there in a moment. Oh, come on. I know you know AI. I know you know what the name of the function is. Get visual log status category. There we go. I always forget. Things to haul. Auto. Targetable. Why? Oh, targetable is incomplete. I see. Okay. This is why I made the CPP file. Targetable.entity. Targetable.location. Okay, so the next problem is, even though I have a list of entities that I need to haul, which could either be things dropped into the world, so in a world item ISMC, or they could be things within, they could be items within a colony storage. or an area, which is just kind of like a type of storage. So I'm wondering if I need to put a piece of data on each item that says like where it's located. Let me check my to-dos here. There was something. Yeah. That one could be relevant. That one could be relevant. Yeah, I do need some way. One option is to just like use the buildings, or maybe one option is to create like a T map from the contain. Like I'll have a separate like variable for each place something could be stored in. Each type of place, one for a container, one for an area, one for a world item. Then I wouldn't need a piece of entity data for it. But I think just having the entity data correlation might just be more I think that would be more data, because that would be more what's the word I'm looking for? Permanent. Be more permanent, whereas this data is pretty transient, right? Like I'm gonna nuke this data anytime the storage state changes, or anytime something is moved into storage. Is there anything else I would need? Is there anything else, any other system that I would need from the perspective of an item to be able to tell, hey, where is this item? Like, not, I wouldn't, like, is there a system where I wouldn't know that? It's useful information to have. But there's also other ways to get that information. I think I should just do it. I think this is one of those examples where I'm gonna like end up having to do it later. And I'm like, oh, I should have done it before, or something like that. And I guess you could imagine a system where like a colonist wants a specific item and has to like, I have to write some code to like figure out where that item is in colony storage. Maybe I also just need like an items stored in colony. You know, like maybe that's what it is. But then I wouldn't be able to look it up the other direction. I could get all the items that are stored in a colony that way, but I wouldn't be able to tell, hey, from this particular item, what container is it in, without duplicating memory. And a T map is just going to be more memory. That hash is going to be more memory. So yeah, let's just do ECS data. I've made this is the same thing. This is the same road I went down, I think. Same road I went down when I made like the first colonist priority system. I was like, I won't need ECS. I won't want to use that. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. And I ended up rewriting it into ECS. So I think I should just stick with that. I got no idea what kind of tech wizardry is going on, but I have no doubt it's going to be awesome when you're done. Keep on keeping on, brother. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, despite not knowing what's going on. Here's some pretty things to look at. I was playing around with the colors. I think his color is pink. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, so let's do that. Every item is gonna have a piece of data. Am I using this? I am, okay. Item entity data. Getting rid of these U objects would be nice as well. U objects are the devil. I'm being a bit facetious, of course. Let's make a new piece of entity data here. This is going to be called item storage data. Question mark. Good day. Good day to you. Welcome in. Good day to you. Item storage data. So essentially, this is just going to be oh boy. Oh boy, what's coming next? What is coming next? No, you want me to fully import that. All right then.
All right then, keep your secrets.
I mean, yeah, but this is essentially just an entity. And then I guess what I'll need to do is I'll need to grab this entity and then I'll need to look up if it has like building data and what its building type is, or if it's, I mean, I guess I don't have an ISMC thing for it. Let me look at the world item ISMC here. We have the ID to entity, and then we have world item entity data. So I guess I just grab. Yeah, so we do be having the world item entity data. We do be having that. So really the item storage data could just be like the item container data or something. What? I thought I had like a building. I have building ownership. Owned by, assigned to. I guess this is just a stored in entity here. And this is going to, let me put a comment here so I know what this is. The entity that is storing the item. this could be a building container or area, or a character inventory. Yes. If the item is not in a container, then it will have world item entity data instead. Oh god, and you can control click on that? That's so nice. It is so nice. Okay, so that's what that's gonna mean. Okay, so now in the hauling utils, I need the belongs to Colony, which I have here. We have belongs to Colony. I have all the logic in there. So basically, mobile items in inventory. Oh, right, we're checking. We're checking their inventory as well, which I think is a lot more finite of a check than the Colony storage. So I think that can maybe stay uncached. Though, let's put a trace utils on here, or a trace, what is it, CPU profile, trace CPU profiler event scope, that's what it is. And then yeah, I'm not actually, if things are in a storage, I don't actually recalculate it. Get closest item in instance. I want to see how long that takes as well. It closest best storage. Yeah, that's also one that can potentially take some time here. I need to like set up a scenario where I have a ton of fucking shit in storage to even test that. Because that's kind of a pain to it's kind of a pain to set up. Okay, but I think the first thing we need to do is just get this item storage data added onto the item. I think trade item. So this means it is going into the to inventory. Add to inventory. I do think the add to inventory function is a good place for this. But I need to pass in an additional parameter because I need to populate that data essentially. Inventory owning entity. If we entirely added the item, do I need to check that add to that's just a straight up add? Yeah, I guess I don't know how well I'm protecting this. This may be like I may not have added the item into it. I guess we'll see. Auto ref item storage data equals I want to get or add. And set the stored in entity to the inventory owning entity. Lunge, thank you for the sub, my man. Welcome. I mean, I guess maybe even here could be. So add to contents is only called from there. And then add to inventory. That's a lie. I know that is added. That is used in a lot of other places. I knew it. I knew it. And I think maybe, I don't know, it's less efficient if I grab the inventory data each time. Ah, we don't have a to entity here. We do. I was lying. We do. I think I want to move this into... I think this should maybe get moved into the add to contents, because here's where we have the information about like how much got put into the inventory. And yeah, the original item could maybe be being split in twain, if I may. when it gets inserted. Yeah, if we couldn't fit any in inventory, we don't do anything. God, these this branching logic is not the most clear. Yeah, so if we get here, we need to do it. Get or add equals inventory owning entity. Now, handling the stackable item insert is also an area where we'll need to do that. So pass in the inventory owning entity here as well. And this will be where we create new items if they if we're doing like a stackable thing or not, you know. Welcome in. Stack items. Oh wait, I guess we only do that. We actually only do that when we're taking. If we're taking. Okay, so actually undo that. I was thinking about this backwards. Undo that. No, we're actually good here. We're actually good here. If we do a stackable insert, the thing that we're stacking into already has. Oh well, we need to pass it in anyway for the recursive call. So that's why we do that. But that's it. We don't actually need to do anything there. Right? For stack slots. Why would this case happen? Who is that? Megatron! Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you, Megatron, for the raid. How was your stream? I've been watching you play RimWorld, and I gotta say, it's a lot of fun. And it did inspire me to play some RimWorld myself. I don't know if I told you, but I did a UE Devs RimWorld run where I named the colonists after all different like Unreal Engine devs on Twitch, and of course in hilarious fashion, you know, it came to a very climactic end. Turning Cog got shot in the fucking face, died. Sylar and Stevie Ray gave birth to Odd Oculus, and then had a second baby who was Shawnee B. But yeah, we got attacked by a mortar raid, and they all had sniper rifles, and there was not a whole lot I could do to deal with that, and so they just pounded us from a distance. And yeah, everyone died, and it just went horribly, horribly wrong. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was poetic, actually. Stevie told me your tip to rush fabrication. I gotta say, it's super useful. Yeah, there's a few things I stop and get along the way. One of them is mortars, because mortars are like plungers in RimWorld. Get mortars before you need mortars, right? And so when you get attacked by a mortar raids, you need to like disrupt them somehow. If you don't have mortars, the only way to do that is by running out to them and attacking them, so they stop mortaring you. But when they all have fucking sniper rifles, because Randy is an ass, you know, and they're in a wide open space, there's not really a whole lot you can do to sneak up on them, you know? So that was my downfall. What are mortar raids? It's a raid where they set up like a tiny little makeshift base on like the edge of the map, and then they have mortars that they shoot at you from a distance. So they don't actually come and attack your base, and they won't like funnel in nicely to your kill box or run over your traps or anything. And so they'll just keep doing that until they run out of mortar shells. And by that point, your base will be destroyed. The underground bases do help with that. But like anytime, even if you have underground bases, like there's still stuff you have outside, like growing potentially. There's still like roofing that can collapse with that. But you know, I was playing the Odyssey expansion, so I had a spaceship. So my spaceship was not underground. Underground bases, yeah. There's maps that have like a whole like mountain that you can dig into. You can be like a little dwarf. And if you have ideology, you can make mole people who thrive in the darkness and hate the sun. I have much to learn. Yeah, just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. It's a lot of fun. You gotta have good miners. Yeah, you could make a good miner, though. Let me show my game. Let me show my game, for those who don't know. Here's some new art that I got. I think pink is his color. He looks fabulous. What I've been working on recently is colony task priorities here. Let me hop into the game here. So I'm working on like an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite, partially inspired by RimWorld. So give me the music behind you. It is in the little box on the screen, my man. But anytime I play RimWorld, I always want to be like down in the world next to the colonists, you know, experiencing what they're experiencing, because it's like so crazy what's happening, all the randomness and stuff. So I wanted to make like an RPG colony sim, right? I just one-shot that tree. That was crazy. I'm gonna overhaul the tree chopping here soon. So I got some new anims for tree chopping. That's not like I'm just reusing the attack anims here. Oh god, patented indie physics there. But let me show the like colonist stuff I have working now. Okay, so there's my slave. Colonist. Join my colony. Now, so he's gonna have these priorities here. It goes left to right, and you can like reorder these. Enable them, disable them so far. Tree chopping doesn't work. Tree chopping does not work. But when this is just what he does in the background now. And so when I cancel this like interaction that we're doing here, he's probably gonna go find some mushrooms. So yeah, he found a bunch of mushrooms here. Okay, now he's gonna go do that. So I'm gonna put down a little chest here. So when he's done with mushrooms, when he can't find any more mushrooms, which his radius for is quite large, I'll probably make a perception stat, you know, very Baldur's Gate-y. Oh, he's already done. Okay, so now he's gonna come construct this because there's nothing left to forage. And then once it's constructed, he will try to haul his inventory into it, which should be a bunch of mushrooms. So yeah, he just did that there. Now my mushrooms are here. And then like as soon as I like put down some other stuff, he'll come over. Oh, he found some mushrooms, I think. But once he's done with that, he'll come back. Hopefully come back. And let me start the vlogger so I know what's going on here. Hopefully he will come back and construct this. Let me catch up on chat here. I have no NPCs yet. Okay, so now he's hauling his inventory back into that chest. Talking about RimWorld has made me want to play RimWorld. It always does, doesn't it? There we go. Now he's constructing that. What I love is I love just like, you know, I just chop some wood here, so I'm just going to throw that on the ground. He's like, oh, my lord, I'll come over and put that in the storage, my lord. Righto. Drop some more. He's like, oh, put that in there. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been working on. So now he's just doing his... He's got nothing left to do, so he's just kind of wandering right now. But yeah, the more and more stuff I throw on the ground, maybe we'll just go put it into storage, and we can potentially build ourselves a little house here. Eventually, the construction will actually like take time, you know, in typical RimWorld fashion. There will be a construction stat. Really nice little window, nice little door here. And my slave will construct it all for me. Yes, good. Good. Look at him. Now, I may need to adjust the... Yeah, I think he's stuck in here, because my... I swear to God, I have changed the nav mesh param so many times. But it needs to connect those. So I think he's probably stuck in there. So I'll just destroy that. Is it still not going to? Is he still not able to? Oh no, he got through. Cool. And then I have some like... I guess I need to work on his... he's not going to be able to build that because... Oh god, he's checking every interaction point, I think. Oops. Yeah, just cancel that. He doesn't know how to put resources in the construction site. He doesn't know how to do that yet. Which maybe I need to work on that. Well, I was thinking getting him to do tree chopping would be the next thing that I do. But right now what I'm working on is caching the storage calculations. So essentially what's going to happen is whenever he gets to his like storage priority, he needs to check like every colonist will need to do this who can haul. They need to check every single storage's like settings. So I have these like storage settings here. Like this hierarchical, like how many are allowed in this storage kind of deal. And I'll also have storage priorities as well. So there can be low priority, high priority, you know, all that stuff. And every time a colonist needs to consider whether or not there's something to haul, we need to check that. Hey, is there something in a low priority storage, right? And... oh dear, what happened? Oh, that's the mantling settings. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. But it's an expensive calculation, and so I need to cache that result and then invalidate it under certain cases. And that all takes place in a large procedurally generated world. Here's the world map. We are apparently currently in Snowdrift Valley. which is next to Phantom Mirewood, which is a much better name. This does seem like Phantom Mirewood, doesn't it? And we do have a little bit of combat too. He won't fight back because he's friendly. But that's what I have going so far. I'm gonna experiment with LLM generated quests, and maybe let me show that part off. I haven't showed that in a long time. Give me another victim here. Where is he? There he is. Cool. So I've actually wired this up to the Gemini API. And like I have some backgrounds here and like some personality traits that they've dumped them into a database. They're AI generated as well, but I just dump them into a database and pick some random ones. But this is Imogen Sunstone, who is a 37-year-old female elf warlock who is peaceful yet deceitful. In her childhood, Imogen grew up in a secluded monastery where she learned the importance of peace and diplomacy. As an adult, Imogen used her cunning and charm to broker peace treaties between warring nations. However, some whisper that her methods were not always entirely ethical. So we'll see what kind of quest we got here. Which, does it still fucking work? I hope. I hope it does. I hope it does. I have to check the output log now. I have to check the output log now. Did it not do it? Did I break it? Did I break it? I did send the prompt. Maybe it's just slow. I might have, maybe the API updated or something. Yeah, I don't know if I got a response from the API. It's been a while since I've updated it. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I don't think I've updated the model number. I think it's probably still on 2.0, Gemini 2.0, which I don't think they serve anymore. Although, it does show the log. Yeah, there it is. Gemini 2.0 is not found. So yeah, it's out of... I'm woefully out of date. I could probably change that real quick. You heard the WoW placeholder sound and was like, is that WoW? Yeah. I'm borrowing the sounds. I'm borrowing a few of the sounds. I'll give them back, don't worry. This is Colony Sim WoW. It will also be a roguelite. How about there's another WoW sound. Oh, Blizzard. Yeah, I guess I have to update my model number. I don't know, is that an easy thing for me to change? I kind of forget, I have API keys in this section of the code, so I'm a little nervous. Hang on, let me check this off. Yeah, I'm here. Where is my URL called from? Okay, I think we're good. But where am I? This is the only user. Wait. URL, get URL. Okay, hang on. I have to check that too. Okay, here are my URLs. Okay, okay. I think we're API. Do I have API keys in here? Okay, no, I put them somewhere else. That's good. Okay, so I think I can probably. Yeah, these are like this is how long it's been. Like we're on Gemini 3 now. We're on 3.1. And I was what, using the 2.0 flash? I'm just gonna change that to 2. I think 2.5. Let's just do 3.0. We'll see if that we will need to rebuild now. We'll see if that works. Of course, I have to build. Why do I have to rebuild 85 things? That doesn't sound right. Probably don't need these defined in the header files. So I might take this opportunity to go make another coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We need more coffee. And I think if it's still morning for you all deserve another coffee as well. What is this? Oh no. Hang on. I gotta fix this up first. Add to inventory. Add whirlwind to chop down trees. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have some abilities affect the environment in various ways. Whether that be with fire, or, you know, tree chopping, or maybe even ice. I'm thinking about having Shaman actually be able to, you know, modify the earth, which I think would be really cool. It's evening, I gotta pee. Okay, I'll approve your request to pee, Megatron, but don't let it happen again. I'm gonna be right back. Oh my god, can you please stop? Can you please stop failing so I can go make coffee? So rude. So rude. Okay, now can we build? Jeez. Okay, and we're back. And we're back. I guess we'll find out if the API wants to behave. Grab a new seed while we're at it. Why not? Seed 872. I've seen 872 seeds. They're all mostly the same right now. Yeah, this one's pretty flat and boring. Oh dear. A little hobbit feet. Okay. Spawn a dude. The dude has been spawned. I took a screenshot as well for no reason. Okay, come here. What is your name? Generate a quest. Let me make sure that like happened correctly before I get it. It's not found for API version V1 beta. Oh my god, they probably changed the entire, like... They probably changed the entire... like, structure. Ew, yeah, give me the dark theme, yeah. I just want to see reflash preview. Can I see all of the... I just need the URLs, please. I just need the URLs. In typical documentation fashion, the information is of course split across a lot of things. 3.1 Pro, 3 Flash. Oh, and that's just gonna take me. No, I want to see. Why is it? Why can't I just have a list of the URLs? I guess I need this though. We're gonna do that. I guess I'm fixing the AI generated quests right now. Guess that's what I'm doing. Honestly, delete all these other ones, cause like maybe keep the Vertex AI one. Although like this looks the same, right? I want the Flash one though. Reflash preview. Yeah, we want the cheap one. Which, how much more expensive is this? So this says $3 per 1 million tokens output. Pricing page. Yeah, let me compare. Free1 image preview. Pay tier 1 million tokens. 50 cents per 1 million tokens. And then what was it compared to 2.0? So it's a bit more expensive. It's like 4 times more expensive, but still pennies on the dollar. Oh my god, the flashlight is so cheap. It is so fucking cheap. They have a 2.5 flashlight as well. I feel like I just said flashlight on accident. I don't know. Sus. Kind of sus. And yeah, hang on. Before we do this, I'm gonna take these and just put them in the CPP file so I can iterate on them if they're broken. Which that's a little bit of a misnomer. It should be 3.0, but whatever. Whatever. But yeah, Megatron, if you're interested, and still here, the demise of my colony is a good watch. It's very dramatic. Very dramatic. And of course, my computer wants to do absolutely nothing while I'm compiling. So fucking slow. I should have left him at home. And then he could have been clearing that fire. I think it probably like starts like right. Oh no, it's my storeroom is already on fire here. Great, they got more. Just should we just? I can see it on the map. Yeah, I mean we gotta get. Oh my god, they're pounding me already. They're pounding me already. All right. So if you're interested in watching how my RimWorld colony died, there's the timestamp of the end. That's the beginning of the end. And I remember child Odd Oculus was trying to throw a Molotov cocktail at the snipers, and he got his fucking shoulder blown off. But he still threw the Molotov. He still threw it. And he nailed the shot, too, but then he died very, very soon thereafter. Okay, let's grab a new seed here. I don't even need to be testing this in the real world. Oh, here we go. Could be a good looking seed here. Oh, I missed a bunch of YouTube chats, my bad. Okay, so this might be actually, this is a cool looking seed, but this might be bad to test this because my colonist is going to spawn somewhere really fucky. Yeah, we might. Can we get up there? I don't know if I can get up there. I don't know if I can get up there. Oh my god, what happened to that terrain chunk? My god. It's interesting. The PCG did like kind of figure itself out. It is interesting. Yeah, what's my nanite overdraw in this situation? Oh, it didn't like that. Oh, it did not like that at all. Okay. My bad. We needed a new seed anyway. I'll probably just test this in the test level so we don't have to wait for the generation to happen. Let's go to the test level. Ignore his pants situation. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting a response. Look at it go. Okay, so who is this guy? This is Tamar Stoneheart, who is a 137-year-old female elf druid who is apathetic and cowardly. In her childhood, Tamar was raised with a deep reverence for nature, taught to live in harmony with the world around them. Over centuries, they watched in despair as civilization encroached on the natural world, hardening their heart and leaving them disillusioned. Let's see your quest here. The quest is called The Sound of Iron. A weary druid named Tamar Stoneheart is concerned about civilization encroaching on the Whispering Thicket. She wants me to scout a camp of colonists to the south and inspect their marking stakes to see how much progress they've made on their road. She was very clear that she won't help if I get caught. But let's read her text here. Apparently I'm a warlock, but she says, "You walk loudly, warlock. But it doesn't matter. The birds have stopped singing anyway. Can't you hear it? There are men to the south. They brought saws and marking stones. I should go. I should stop them, but what's the point? They'll just send more. Go look at their camp. Don't let them see you. If they catch you, I don't know you. Why don't you just chase them off yourself? They have dogs and iron. My heart is too tired to bleed for a few trees that are already doomed." I need to go, apparently the quest objective is to go interact with surveyor marking stakes. I'll go see what these civilized fools are up to. Fine, just don't lead them back here. I don't want to deal with the noise. Wow, what a pleasant fellow. What a pleasant... what a pleasant druid. Well, yeah, that's an example of the AI-generated quests, finally. And it'll be kind of hard to pull off some of the stuff that the quests are doing. Like, it just kind of, like, invents things in the world, right? I'll need to do a lot of hand-holding for it. But step one is to just, like, basically just spawn some stuff, let it choose where to spawn things. And I need, like, points of interest and stuff like that for it to choose where to spawn them at, right? So that'll be down the road. That'll be kind of far away. Kind of far away. But there's your example, finally. But what was I was working on hauling stuff, caching the hauling. And I was trying to... make sure they had the correct stored in entity data here. So I think this only needs to happen right here, actually, now that I'm looking at it. We're entirely adding the item into the contents. Otherwise, we're stacking into one already existing, which should already have that. And then handle stackable item insert goes through that, stack items. Though the stored items should already have what they need, basically. And then add to contents is called recursively. So I think that works for inserting into an inventory. But now what I need to do is make sure that when we take from inventory, so let me look at trade item again. This is like my giga trade function. Like anytime an item is moved from here. And I guess if it happens on adding from an inventory. That should be good. Going either way, actually. Remove from inventory. I think the only other thing I need to do now, because I use that for areas as well, right? Trade. I guess that would be in... Can I just search for... I'll open area building. Which, do I have that? Yeah, I do. Search for trade item everywhere. Which that one should work fine. Handle store item. I think this should all work fine. I think the one that I need to worry about now is the HUD, like where I drop items into the world. We need to like remove it, basically. Store item in area. That should, does that do the trade? Put item in area. Split items, stack items. Yeah, I guess this is a case where it's not added. Interesting. Yeah, I guess the storage doesn't have an inventory on it. Area building data, stored items. Yeah, it's a different kind of inventory. Okay. So we do want to put that here then. And here I'll go item storage data, yeah. That shouldn't be the case. I just need the 2 storage entity. Which I think this is just a single, I think the area is a single entity, right? Area entity. Kind of annoying we have to add another parameter to this, but it is what it is. If we should remove from inventory, it means we've backed all, I'll say we've transferred the item. So update stored in entity. Okay, so we want to do that there. That's drop item in area. So now we also have drop item in world. Drop item in world. Oh, finish caching haul items per colony. Wow, I found it. I started this so long ago. And we're back. And we're back. Yeah, so I have like a rate, like whenever I drop an item in the world, so this little action I have here, like that. If I drop an item, I check for colony buildings. I do an entity query, which that's gonna be an expensive ass query. That is gonna be an expensive ass query. Okay, but I need to add data onto here, I'm pretty sure, right? I mean, I think it's the drop item. I think I do that right here in this function. Do I call this from elsewheres? No, just there, but I think it's a good place to do it. And we just want to ECS remove item stored. I mean, does this care about that? Or remove from entity. I don't want to do that there because then it's going to be very order dependent in the trade. I don't know. I think here might be simpler. If it has item data storage, remove it. Yep. Let's do a vlog here. And if void get visual log status category, there we go. Stored in entity. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. And then here, when we've dropped something in the world, colony world items data. Yeah, this is what I was doing here. Yeah, finish this. So this is a good, this is a good place to pick back up then. Let me go back over this logic real quick. So what we're doing, we drop an item in the world. I am going to get all entities within a radius. I'm going to check if it's a building. If it's a building that belongs to scene colonies. Okay, I get the colony of the building. Yeah, I don't know what's better to do here. I don't know if the... God, my project is getting so fucking complicated. I don't know if it's better to just get all the buildings in the colony and iterate over them. Because that's actually a pretty clean view, an ENTT processor. Or if I should... do this spatial query. I guess I'm thinking of the worst case scenario, which is like you have a single colony that has buildings all over the world. In that case, then the spatial query is superior. But when you only have a few buildings in your colony, I could write some logic to like switch between those. Let's just make it work first, though. We check the distance to each colony, each building. And then if it's less than the radius, or less than or equal to, we want to add it. So we get or add the colony world items data and just add that. Now we also want to clear that too, like whenever an item is picked up, basically. And we don't want to forward declare that because that's not going to work. Where is the pickup item? I have drop item. It's annoying. I have a world item actor, I have a world item subsystem, and then I have a world item ISMC. Too many. Too many. I suppose it would be on interact, right? We would add to inventory. If B can entirely fit pop instance item, I suppose we can delete. Yeah, if we're removing here, then we should probably ECS remove F world item entity data, because it's no longer in the world. It's in an inventory. I think that's good. I do have remove instance for item, which is remove instance by ID. Oh, and then we just destroy the entity. Wait, when do I call that? Ooh, I don't know if I want to destroy the entity there. Yeah, I think I want to do this. I think before I was only, yeah, I do. That would have been a mistake there. And then remove instance for item here, probably. Oh, this is kind of annoying now. Item, I have the item entity, so we're just gonna remove instance for item on item entity, and then I can get rid of that. And yeah, if we have the world item data, remove based on that instance ID and remove world item data. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, back to the query, which was what, in the subsystem? Yeah, so back here, so that's where we've added it. Now, when we've added something to the colony world items data, we also need to ECS remove F colony hauling data from the belongs to colony, scene colony, targetable, building colony. Comment here, remove F colony hauling data in order, I'll say so that colonists will, that's exactly what I was going to say, wow. We'll recalculate their hauling tasks. So that colonists will recalculate the haulable items. call it haulable items. So we remove that there whenever something is dropped into the world and added to that colony, any particular colony. And then I also want to remove that whenever an item is moved in storage. When an item changes, when an item changes, which we had one in area building, right? Which was, we'll stop that. But it was like put in area. Put item in area. Oh, I was so close. Oh, I've forgotten. I've forgotten that I reuse the world item ISMC. But it's okay because I kind of bypass the drop. Which won't create world item ISMC data. Which, let me make sure. Yeah, I want some logs on this. Why do you think that's what I would want? That's so you're so silly, AI, sometimes. So silly. Yeah, do that. Just so I can see that data. And in the put item in area, where was that? Put item in area. Yeah, I don't know. Put item in area. So I do have the area entity and I can grab the owning colony off of that, which it should have one. And we should clear like ECS remove. We'll just say if auto belongs to colony, which it should have. On the area entity. Then we want to ECS remove F colony calling data. Oh, let me use the... Let me use this one. It belongs to colony. Yeah, and I guess here I just like make a fake. I make a fake entity if there's no valid one. Just one line that. Yeah, just fucking one line that shit. There we go. No, I guess I'll put the same comment. I will put the same comment in there. Is that it? No, we need all of the inventory stuff should do that too. Which I think was just add to inventory, right? Add to contents. Which was just right here. And let's just make a function for this. Should this go in like, where should this, like what kind of utils? This is colony utils maybe still? Yeah, I think this is colony utils. Although item storage data, that doesn't sound very colonial utilsy. This is more like, I have a storage utils, right? Yeah, maybe this is the right place. Static void, and I'll say update item storage entity. We'll take in item entity. And the new storage entity. Yeah. And then basically just do this. Item, entity, inventory owning entity. And then I want to do that here. And then in the world item ISMC, I guess I'm kind of, or the subsystem, I'm kind of doing it different places. So if I've dropped the item, it's slightly different. Do I use this drop item from elsewhere? No, that is the only place. So maybe... Well, no, it's only like if we drop the item. This one is kind of bespoke. This one is kind of a unique scenario. Because we're only gonna do the remove the hauling data if it's near enough. So yeah, this one's kind of different. That one's kind of different. But I think our data is updated properly now. When they pick it up, that's the interact on the ISMC, correct? That's the add to inventory. So yeah, whenever an item changes. I suppose what could happen here is something is dropped into the world. Something is dropped into the world, and it's near a colony that the player doesn't belong to, but then the player picks it up. And it wouldn't invalidate the hauling data of the colony that it was near. So, yeah, picking something up from the world is a little bit more complicated. There's more to it. We can't just rely on the add to inventory. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I might just wait for those to like... I might just wait to come across those and find that they're invalid, you know? Because what would happen would be like a colonist thinks that there's... It goes to the haulable items array and checks for an item. And I guess what I would be doing ECS views, right? So here are the haulable items. And then I would be checking, you know, hey, is this in a storage that Colony owns? Like, there's some failure cases. And maybe I just invalidate it and recalculate it when I come across those. So I would see that there's no... It doesn't have a world item. It doesn't have a world item ISMC anymore. Yeah, let's just get there when we get there. And to remember, I'm going to put a to-do here. In this case, we would only be invalidating the F colony hauling data of the entity that of the colony that belongs to the entity that picked it up. Okay, but let's go back into the hauling utils now. So now what we need to do is we're going to get the haulable inventory items, which we'll see if we need to cache that. Also to do check if inventory is full first. And then we're just getting the closest world items as well. Yeah, we're not actually looking through... We're not actually looking through the haulable items. I think maybe like right around here is where we want to start this code. Auto. Colony hauling data. If we have one of these, we do stuff. Otherwise, we're going to calculate it. And maybe this is I think this might be a separate function. Yeah, let's just make this get haulable items. Do I need ECS views for this? ENTT views for this? Is it even possible? Ooh, you know what would be so fucking nice? Oh, I need to talk to Dr. Elliott about this. Because I know he's experimented with runtime types in ENTT. It would be pretty freaking cool to be able to have each colony have a runtime generated type that I could grab. That's pretty complicated though, because then I could use ECS views a lot more effectively by only iterating over items that belong to the colony and stuff like that. That would be cool. Rimworld soon. I'm having withdrawal symptoms from not being worshipped. Cog, you're dead, man. You're not coming back. What do you mean? Yeah, maybe we'll do another one soon. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. Yeah, let's make a new function here. Oh. Let's make a new function. Static T-array of F entity is going to be get haulable items in colony. Yeah, I don't know what the params are going to be yet. Being dead hasn't stopped a lot of people from being worshipped. You make a great fucking point. Actually, that is a great point. We will erect statues. The worship, the turning cog. Blessed be his name. Yeah, what do I need? What do I need here for this? He's growing sick with power. Get haulable items in colony. Yeah, so I just need the... I need the belongs to colony. That might be all I need, actually. What the hell just happened there? There we go. Okay, so if I have this... just return the haulable items. Else... Wait, is it not? Oh, it's an F targetable, right? Because they need that location to go to. Just do entity. Just do entity. I don't know if I think F entity was, or targetable. I think targetable wasn't the right move. Yeah, do that. What you're working on? I am trying to cache things. I'm trying to cache the storage results, the haul task results, because it's going to be an expensive operation that runs quite frequently. So I'm just trying to keep track of what the haulable items are, and just invalidate that list if the world state changes. That, you know, if something is changed in storage and whatnot. I am copying here. Yeah, let's maybe... Yeah, let's do an output list here, because this could be a big list. Went through my asset archive and checking out that some early nanite assets, man, the poly count is fucking nuts for no real benefit. Just laziness then. I guess I don't know what the Boolean really means here. Okay, so if we don't already have haulable items, then I need to calculate them essentially, which means this is where I do the whole, I'm getting closest item instance. Which, let's make a new function here, I suppose. And I guess I need to sort through the list and find the nearest location for each entity. That's gonna be annoying. Maybe the targetable does have some benefit. I'm just thinking of like how I want to pull this off. Wait, and so I have the like, hang on, delete that for a second. I have the colony world items data. So I guess I just grab that. I just grabbed that. Auto colony world items data. All right, let's see what the AI cooked up here. For each world item entity, if it has an inventory data, get haulable items in that inventory. Not even close. Not even close to what that means, but nice try. You got some of it done, which is cool. So we have this world item entity. So if that's the case, and I guess this is where I need to make sure it's valid. Well, no, because it's already... if we got here, then we already don't have haulable item. So... this should be pretty recent, I would hope. I'll do an if here anyway. If auto world item entity data. If we are indeed actually in the world. Then we can add that to out haulable item. That is one such haulable item. Now, if it doesn't have... this should never be the case. I'm pretty locked down on the world item entity data. Oh, but what I'm not locked down on is the colony world items data. I don't clear that out. Let's do a reverse for, so that we can remove from this. If let's do has world items. Oh, world items is a fucking T set. Oh man. More curly braces to say I wrote more lines of code. I had an extra curly brace there on accident. Oh, I hate that world items is a T set. Why did I make that a T set? I don't think it needs to be. I'm not adding the items multiple times. I think that can be a T array and we'll save a little bit of memory. And then actually also be able to access it by index as well. Let's make this a T voxel array as well. Because why not? If we have it add else we're gonna remove from this because we're also like gonna maintain this. Remove at I. Process colony world items. Is that a good name for that? So we're also like updating it, but we'll just name it get colony world items. And of course, it doesn't want to create the signature for me because Ryder hates me. Get colony world items. Make it static as well. Let me write a comment here. Processes the F colony world items data and removes any that are now invalid and returns the ones that are kind of a shitty comment, but it serves its purpose. Those outworld items. Items that exist in the world. Are valid. Okay. Okay, so get colony world items, put all those in there, and then we need to iterate over every single item in every single storage in the colony. Good evening, Zahib. Welcome. It's not evening for me, but good evening to you. So this is going to be the more badder one. Ryan, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Willkommen, mein Freund. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to iterate over all of the areas, and this is code I haven't written yet, so I don't have this existing in any form anywhere, but I need to iterate over every single building storage in a colony and every single area in the colony, and then get every item in there and check the best storage. So really, it would be nice if I just had a list of items in a colony to iterate over, and then I just get the best storage for that item. Oh my god, this is going to be so expensive. And wing poo, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, that's going to be fucking expensive, man. My god, you guys. I appreciate the love, I do. Jokers, thank you. Yeah, so that's gonna be... I was thinking that I could just do, like... Oh, man. So the events that are gonna, like, make this retrigger are basically, like... someone putting something new into storage. You said a cuss word, unfollow. Fuck! I could minimize this, right? I could minimize it. God, there's so many scenarios. There's so many scenarios I just thought of. So my storages are going to have priorities on them, like high, medium, low, something like that. So when the player changes one of those, everything in the... Yeah, I'll need to check everything in the colony again. Yeah, I need to do this in ECS. Yeah, I can't do this as a part of... Yeah, this is going to be incredibly cache inefficient if I do it here. I think I need to change my approach. I think I need to change my approach. The thing was, I was hoping to... I mean, can I just write a view inside of a view? I think that's kind of what I want to do here. Okay, so I do need the list. I do need the list of items in colony storage. Where are those emotes from? Are those yours? That's funny. So yeah, I need another piece of entity data. Colony items data. What would be what it is? Item storage data. Kind of want to rename that to stored in. Items stored in data, just to be a little bit more clear about what it represents. Hang on, undo that. I spelled it wrong. Items stored in data. We don't need the redirect. Okay, it did rename the file as well. That's good. Okay, new data. We're going to call it colony. Just colony storage. Colony stored items. Colony stored items sounds good. That sounds good. T array of F entity. Items stored in colony. I'll just call it items, actually. Items. Is maintaining this list the best way to do this? Because it's more memory. Now, is stored items different from an inventory? Yeah, this is like the totality of a bunch of different inventories. And yeah, it's going to take more memory. I could iterate over all of the buildings in a colony, check if they have a storage, or not storage, check if they have an inventory data, get all the items from that. But that's not efficient for CPU cycles wise. It's memory efficient. It's not clock cycle efficient. It's not cache efficient. So yeah, storing the amount of because I'm thinking worst case scenario here. So this is like late game. You have a million different storages. There's a bunch of fucking colonies all over the world, you know. And because we're only doing this when we're querying, yeah. Yeah, and then we can populate the hauling data and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is the best way, but now I need to like maintain this list. So put item in area is going to be one such case. Update item storage entity. So yeah, git belongs to colony. We remove the colony hauling data. Oh god, does this need to be a T set? This might need to be a T set. God, it's going to take up so much memory. I think it does need to be a T set. Because otherwise I'm going to need to iterate through. There could be multiple in there. Yeah, update item storage entity. The colony. We should probably check. Yeah, we need to check if the colony is valid. Here. If that's a valid entity. Because this thing might not be. It might just be like a player inventory or something. Although the player has a belongs to colony. So everything in his inventory. This would actually cause the colonists to run up to the player and take shit from the player. Oh my god. That would be fucking hilarious. Colonists just come up to you and like fucking pickpocket your ass. That would be so frustrating for the player, but so funny at the same time. So I need to check things on the player. I think I need to not add to the colony storage. Is this to solve for moving biome-specific resources to a different village? No, that's very specific. This is just for general hauling. Like deciding what item needs to go in what storage within the colony. So, thank you for the follow, by the way. Trippy, welcome. So, I was mentioning before, like, there are going to be like different containers. There's also areas. Both of these have an inventory in them. Inventories have settings as to what's allowed in them. They also have a priority. And so if there's an item, if a player, let's say the player changes the settings of a storage in the colony, everything in that storage needs to be checked again. Everything in every storage needs to be checked again, because you might have just changed it from a low priority storage to a high priority one. And there might be items in other storages that need to be now hauled to this one. This is what I'm trying to solve here. IDK, if you remember me, but I finally started my own game. Well, considering this is your first time chat in my channel, I don't think I remember you. But congrats on starting your game. It's a fun journey. Yeah, welcome to the jungle for sure. So if the colony is valid, and I guess I don't have new storage entity. Yeah, I guess the new storage entity F player entity data or new storage entity. Yeah, and it's not a player. Don't add things in players' inventories to the colony storage so that colonists don't end up pickpocketing players. I kind of want to see if that would work out of the box. That would be... Oh, it was on YouTube. Yeah, the YouTube names I don't remember very well. They don't like show up like Twitch names do. So yeah, it's hard to remember names on YouTube. But yeah, welcome to the purple side. Welcome to the side with more ads. But more community as well. God, oh, this really made me... I just went down a rabbit hole in my head of thinking of like a sneak tree with like pickpocketing skills. And I'm like, oh, I want that. I want that. Now, is it going to be like Skyrim where anyone can sneak and pickpocket? Or is it going to be like, WoW, where only rogues can? That sounds like a rogue thing, man. I kind of want to go for maximum uniqueness. Because that would mean maximum replayability as well, which is one of my ideals. Maybe if the colonist is a rogue, I can write some code here so the colonist will pickpocket the player. Could be funny. Hi, I'm Cog. I'm the bacon of the community. You might know me from Maedrong's RimWorld run, where I got shot in the face by a sniper rifle and started the beginning of the end. I was the herald. I was the harbinger of the end times. You might know me. I was the colonist religious leader. I was the colonist royal. I was also the mad scientist. I was the researcher and doctor, and also crack addict. Hi, welcome. Let me be the first to welcome you. I'm Turning Cog. You can refer to me as Bacon if you'd like. Well, I asked a lot of questions and you told me about it. You told me about how fun it could be and so on. Basically, thanks to you, my mind was made up. Want to hear what I'm working on? Sure, yeah. Go ahead and share. Please do. Okay, but I need to get back into the flow of this. Turning Cog, you have distracted me once again. Thwarted again. Let me see here. Yeah, so we can get colony world items in there, and then this is where I need to get colony stored items. Yeah. Out stored items. Okay. Okay. Belongs to colony outstored items. So yeah, here's where we make the view. Colony stored items view equals. Actually, no, I don't write an ECS. I don't write a view for this. Oh, if I had colony runtime, I'm gonna need to talk to Elliot about runtime types. I know he's got some forbidden jutsu that I need to learn. But we just get the auto What are we getting here? Colony stored items equals get. If we don't have any colony stored items, just return, not whatever the hell that was. And then for each. Yeah, and where am I removing? I need to like make sure that this is updated. I haven't actually done that. Okay, for each entity here. I need to get the best storage, which I may already have. I have get closest best storage. For haulable inventory items. Okay, so this, I need a different one here. Or maybe I need to generify this. Items to store. So it's a Viking game, which will start out as many other names you might know. So, but I'm incorporating how BitLife works into that, as well as Sims and Age of Empires with movement similar to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So yeah, I got a lot of work, but it's definitely doable with Unreal because of the blueprints. Nice. And you've never done game dev before? You do have a journey ahead of you. You do have a Sisyphus-esque hill to climb. So buckle up and just enjoy the ride. Yeah, I need to. I mean, I guess I do have the get best storage for. I already have a get best storage for a single item. Let's rename this. Get best storage for item. So that's what we need. We already have it. That should be in storage utils probably. Item to store is this. I do need to grab the storage buildings. We do need that. Belongs to Colony, of course. Get all that. Closest to location. Yeah, so we just want like if there's two equally applicable or multiple applicable storages, we want the closest one. So get colony storage items. I would want the location, which we do have that, so we will be passing that in there. Entity location. Oh, it wants the U item? The U object? That's annoying. An art dude said help me sink my teeth into some of the functionality. After 4 years, I started to dip into C++. Yeah, turning cog has been painted. No, but I broke it down very neatly. First, It will be very slow because I need to learn everything, but basically I just need to build an island with a raidable village type thing. Start building on top of that. A lot of updates happening to my game. Yeah, even the first thing you said, build an island with a raidable village. That there's a lot in there already. And I'll just warn you, like, I have a background in software engineering for like over 10 plus years, and even I didn't feel like I knew what I was doing in Unreal Engine until like a year and a half in it, right? And so, yeah, I had large expectations for myself as well for my game. And I don't think anything I wrote from the first year and a half exists anymore because I've rewritten it in the more gooder way. So just something to keep in mind. Make sure you make sure you just work on the shittiest form of what you want first. I'm not going to be one of those guys that's like, hey, you should start small and not work on your dream game. I don't believe in that. But you should take each problem that you're trying to solve in your dream game and break it down into, like I said, the shittiest form of what you want and iterate. Bro, can we create an LLM with Scapy and TensorFlow? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. What, do you think I'm an LLM? That's not what this is. Type that into Google. Yeah, I think I want to change this to accept. I guess the quantity is on the item, isn't it? But I can grab that from the entity. I mean, I guess if I'm gonna need, I guess I might as well for each item entity here. Auto item data. Which this should have. Rude? I'm the rude one? You're the one who came in here demanding answers for something totally unrelated to what we're doing here. Move to location, quantity to store. I don't know that I need that information. I just need to know if this storage is different than the existing one. So if auto, what did I call it? Items stored in data. So if we have that, if the stored in entity is not equal to the best storage, essentially, then that is a get colony stored items. Well, this isn't just getting the stored items in the colony. This is get colony haulable items. So this function needs to change its name a little bit. I haven't been in here in a while. How's general development going? Going well. Going well. Event handling question mark. What? Can you repeat the question with a few more words? I just need a few more words to understand the question that you're asking. Are you asking if I am doing things that involve event handling? Are you asking what is event handling in general? Are you just perplexed by the words? I need more context. This goes for all of you YouTube shortsers. You need to use a few more words if you want to communicate effectively. So this name of this function, get colony stored items. This is like get colony stored items that also need to be hauled. For storage, do you use it? Event handling. No. Get colony store. I don't know what I want to fucking call this function. Get haulable items in colony storage. That's really what it is. And then I want to rename this one to just get haulable items, because it's not necessarily in the colony. You're the first person saying I should push for my dream game. Other people have said that it'll never work and I don't have enough experience. Yeah, or they say something like start small, you know, just release a game. That's like, well, it depends on what your goals are, right? If your goals are to release a game, yeah, working on a simpler game will meet your goals a lot easier, right? Or if you're trying to like break into the games industry, working on a smaller game can help you with that, to have more on your resume, right? But I'm not trying to do either of those things. I'm trying to work on this game. This is what I am motivated for, right? That's another thing people don't talk about, is the motivation side of it. It turns out people are motivated by their dreams a lot more than tutorials or small projects or something, you know? So yeah, I guess there's another piece of advice, like figure out what your goals are. Is your goal to like get into the games industry and work in the games industry? Then, you know, maybe starting small is a better idea. I want my game. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm right there with you. Out stored items. I'm going to change the name of that. Out haulable items. And then if I don't have a stored in data here, if I hit the else, I want to know. I want to know, because we should fucking have this data. So do like an ensure items stored in data. Okay, now let's look at my get best storage for item logic here. All of that will be done on a 1660 Ti and a Ryzen 5. I mean, it can be done. You know, graphics may not be, you know, you're not going to be using 4K textures on everything. I can tell you that right now. That's okay. You can make a... I personally think the games industry is over-indexed on visual fidelity over, like, game design. And I don't think people really give a shit about, like hundreds of millions of people play Roblox. You know, like... You don't need to make GTA 6 level graphics or whatever. Why is that not a ref? Make that a ref. Get desired items for store. What am I doing here? Am I just checking the closest? I skip ones where it's not. I work in the games industry, and I wanted that, so I focused on making my portfolio pieces on being appealing for specific studios. Yeah, see, there you go. Different goal, different Different motivations. Realism is not the goal. Functional is the goal for now. Yeah, yeah. That's the fun stuff anyway. At least for me. I need to check the priorities here, which I don't think we have. Am I done with my world generation stuff now? I mean, I haven't worked on it for like over a year now. So I haven't been working on it, but I will work on it more at some point. It's just, it's at a point where it's good enough to facilitate working on other things. So won't be touching it for a while. I do have some stuff in mind for it though. I think the next time I'll touch it is for destructible terrain like mining. That'll probably be when I touch it next. I'm not interested in working for any studios. I got a lot of spare time. Oh, perfect. Perfect. That's oh, do I have a hobby for you that can take up your spare time? Oh boy. Yeah, so I guess I need to grab this. And this doesn't exist on the building. And it probably should. Right now, I don't really have this implemented for building. When this is an area, this is, I'll say, on an area. This is the priority of the area. I'll say, when this is on a... There's actually two. There's two different priorities. Construction priorities, I think I just need to make that different. God damn it. I'm going to have literally the same data that means two different things. Because, like, you can have a construction priority, which I was thinking maybe that's only on unbuilt buildings. But then it's like, what about repairing? Because I would think that you would maybe want your colonists to repair certain things first, right? So even when something is built, if it takes damage, you might still want to repair it, right? The priority of construction and repairing a building entity. Area or building. This is the priority of the hauling. The storage. The priority of the storage. Many devs give the suggestion of beginning small because in general new developers lack the perseverance and underestimate how hard game dev can be. But I think that is exactly why I would recommend to work on what you're motivated by, rather than something that overall as a project is small. But the But then that's why I reframed it as like, yeah, you should start small on your dream idea or whatever you're motivated by. Like I said, build the shittiest form of what you want first, right? And I mean that goes for all that's all development, I think. That's just life, right? Do the shittiest form first, make it exist first, and then you can go back. You'll learn from that process and you can go back and refine. Hasty, welcome. Yeah, but dream games almost always have complicated systems. And that's what is motivating about them. But that's why I also say, like, every step of the way, I've been doing the naive thing. Like up until this point, I didn't implement the priority reconciliation of hauling items to different storages because that was more complicated. So I just did the shittiest form, which was take the thing to the nearest storage, right? For example, that's what I mean. So even though dream games have complicated systems, you can still break them down into very simple ones. And that's actually a good skill to have and a good skill to practice. I will never attempt to make my dream game, as I find dream games tend to be just that. Dreams, nothing real or possible about it. That is the saddest thing I've ever heard, and I'm really sorry that life has made you think that way. And yet, my dream game has a lot of systems in it that I probably won't ever work on for years, right? But I will get something released at some point. And I have a whole list of things that I would love to work on after that, right? These are things that won't be in initial releases and stuff, you know? I have like kind of a, you know, if I were to take all the scope creep out idea of what I would, you know, get out to the world. My dream game would require something grander than I can make or have the resources for. In what way? Art or design or, you know, some technical aspect? Like, because it's like, you know, you may have a dream for a beautiful game, but it's like, yeah, I can't make all the art for the game, so I have to compromise on that dream. Scale in general, I'd say. Most specific would be on the technical side, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think you just have to kind of be willing to compromise. I've done that on the ideas for my game, right? The more I got into it, the more I realized, you know, of course what I want is super grand. But it's not going to stop me from trying because I just enjoy the process and it's super motivating. I have fun doing it and I enjoy seeing the results and I enjoy getting one step closer. Even though some things might be too complicated for me. If they are and I can't figure something out, I'll compromise and find a way to keep moving forward. I need like a best storage priority as well here. And then can these be like coerced into the count? You enum get int Get value. I want the index of the value. Is there greater thans or equal than if storage priority greater than best storage priority? Is that actually implemented? Can you do that? If it's less than, we're gonna just skip it here. Or continue here, not. We're gonna continue. Does that, I hope that works. If I do a t-enum as byte, I can probably see that a little bit easier. Do you have... Oh, it has a get int value on it. Yeah, so maybe just because I know that that works, you know, we'll... And let me make sure that's in the right order. Yeah, that should be in the right order. Skip if lower priority than what we've already found. If it doesn't have a storage priority, well, I'm returning normal by default. Okay, that should be fine. Exactly, but compromising on things will not really be the dream game anymore. I mean, I think it sounds like you're too rigid. I mean, this is exactly why I say start with the shittiest thing. The shittiest version, you know, like... Yeah, if you're going to be rigid and uncompromising in your dream game, then yeah, you're... May as well not dream at that point. I don't know, that doesn't sound like a very... To me, that doesn't sound like a good mindset to have about life in general, right? Like if I want something and I want it and there's no compromising and no wiggle room and if I can't have exactly what I want, then I'm not even gonna try. Like that seems so depressing. that seems like a depressing outlook on life. Bro, how much experience do you have in game dev? 0. 0 of whatever metric you want to use for that. I see a big difference between wanting something and a dream, though. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't seem like the right way to think about a dream. That doesn't seem like a good way to accomplish your dreams. And I mean, I, for one, I would like to accomplish my dreams in life, so... I'm finding ways to do that. And part of that is the mentality, I think. God, how ugly of an if and it would this be? Who writes that kind of shit, bro? Put on another line. I think this just works here, but I do need... Oh, I need to set the best storage priority. There, once we've found it. I think that just works now. So I explicitly did a less than because if they're equal, I do want to get the one that's closer. And then we should already be handling the distance there. So that actually was pretty simple. That was actually pretty simple to do. Now get haulable items in inventory. Have we wired this up? So I need to wire all of this up now. To just get haulable items. And I need to probably... Let's do T-array, F entity, haulable items. Let's combine the lists here. Pass in the entity location. Wait, why did I need the location? Oh, to determine the best storage. Yeah. which don't necessarily need that at this point, but it's not hurting anything, I don't think. So actually, I kind of want to put this like up here. Otherwise, just use free assets as placeholders. Someday pay someone. Yeah, that's the same thing I'm doing, and I am paying people to make some assets for me. This is what I got so far. I got some male sets here. Some male. Got a female and male model. Like I had to like what I want is a bunch of different races in the game, but that's a compromise. Like version 1's not gonna have more than the human because that's fucking expensive, right? But maybe I launched early access or something and I get enough resources to pay animators and modelers, make a new race and get all this gear working for the new race as well. But for now, it's like, I don't know, like I'm seeing my dream in versions. Like there's different versions of the dream. You don't just go to V1 and that's it. You know, you go to V0.01 and then V0.1. And then 0.2, and then eventually you get to 1, but then you don't even stop there. You go 1.1, 1.2, 2.0. And Zahib, it sounds like you just want 1.0 and that's it. Go from 0 to 100%. Check if inventory is full first. Yeah, if we're full, we shouldn't do anything, basically. Let's do that real quick. Inventory. Content. Do I have like an is empty or something? Or like a has space in inventory? Get num empty slots, inventory entity data. If get num empty slots less than or equal to 0. Don't ask me why it would be less than 0. Return. We should probably just fail here, right? Probably just fail. We should do like an update. We should do like an update. Update task status, yeah. Copy that. Copy that. Task failed. You hauling utils, build hauling task. No space in inventory. Check if inventory is full. Okay, so that's done. I'm doing this twice. Yeah, set haul inventory action. All deal with things differently, agree to disagree, yes. Yeah, I mean, we're just discussing difference in viewpoints and perspectives and whatnot. Yeah, I am getting closest best storage. Oh yeah, we're like literally doing, yeah, I literally am doing it twice. Yeah. There's no I think about it, I just am. But yeah, getting the haulable items in inventory. Let's make an output parameter for that, and I'm gonna change it to a t-array of f entity to match the other one. First, let me check how many places this is used in. Okay, just 2. We can, which are the 2 that I already saw, so we can easy change. Out haulable items. Change that to void. Change the signature. Inventory contents. Get contents array. How many places do I use this in? Get items in storage. Where do I use that? Okay, so getting the contents array is used for another thing. Inventory data. I just want to get the entities, right? So let's make a new function here. Get stored item entities, which is just going to be basically return inventory data contents values, generate value array. Which actually I don't think I need a function for this. This is a pretty straightforward thing. But wait, I'm doing the get haul. I need to do this in get haulable items. Yeah, so go do that. Go do this. T-array of f entity inventory items. Generate that array. We will no longer use that. F entity is item haulable. Are you used elsewhere? No. Okay, so we can freely change you to an entity parameter. Item entity. Get item tag. Which is get item data, which that would be on... I mean, I guess I do put that on there, but that's also on entity data. So I think I would just want to use that instead. Auto item entity data. Right, and then I would want item entity data dot item data. I thought it was on here. Is it not on here? It is. It's in the superclass. Can you stay open? Tag. There we go. Oh, I need the quantity anyways, but I guess that's on the item data too, right? Which should be there. And then what is tag? Oh, tag is just an F name. Is this, do we store that as? No, we don't. So we need to like F gameplay tag requesting. So if item entity data, and we actually have an item there. Ensure, because we always should. Update the signature there. item entity, out haulable items, add the item int. Okay, so that's all wired up. That is all wired up. And then I wanted the out haulable items, which we're just gonna move that there. Haulable items, which maybe I think maybe a better place for this function, for these two functions, is now in the hauling processor. And now get closest best storage. Where are you used from? Ah, yes, the set haul inventory action, which is used in try build haul inventory task. I think I need to separate the functions here a little bit. Yeah, because all I need here is like the get closest best storage for this list here. I guess I also need to check the else here is like else if auto world item ISMC data. Just call it world item data. Which really I should pass in the store item action const f entity the storage and the item to store and the quantity to store and the move to I need a lot of need to pass in a lot of things. I need to pass in 4 parameters here basically. And the item to store, the closest best storage. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep it that way. Move to location, closest best storage. Let's throw some const refs on here. I mean, honestly, it's kind of just easier to just put it directly on there, but anyways, so grab that. Actually, grab all of that, because now that needs to go into here. No, this one. Try build haul inventory task. There we go. So we need to put that in there. Okay. And then set haul inventory action, we need to update the parameter list. I guess we don't need inventory data there anymore. Okay. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. And then this list is going to get kind of nasty looking, I think. Store item action. Put all that in there. Kind of a nasty condition, but it works. And then back to hauling utils. There we go. Closest best storage. You did it in the wrong order, AI. Wrong order. Wait, what is this? Entity, store item action, item to store. Oh, quantity to store goes there. There we go. Are you happy now? Good, good, good. Okay, good, good, good. So now we just need to fix get closest best storage to take in an array of entities instead of item. And I don't know why I'm not using a const ref here. I should. We don't want to copy that list. It could be a large list. It could be a large-ish list. Item, entity. And I guess I just need to grab, this is where I would grab the items and stuff. Although maybe it's a little bit more efficient to well, fuck it. Just fucking grab the data. Okay. Is everything working now? Is everything working now? So haul, let me look at haul inventory utils. Oh god, and I'm just now realizing what time it is. I am carried away and I need to go to work. I'm gonna take a quick look at this. Try build haul inventory task. This is called from my add haul inventory task. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of in the zone there. I wanted to polish this off here. Get storage for item. Yeah. Let's just see if it compiles then. I think that might be good. I mean, we might have some edge cases and whatnot, of course, but I think that might be good. Nope. Struct f entity, undefined type. Okay, so we have to import that. I'm doing a social experiment. Can you tell me your top 3 cheeses? What? Why? That's very coincidental. The man of cheese. I love a nice Gruyere. I think that would be my favorite. Gruyere. Maybe just cheddar after that. Or like a cheddar Gruyere combo. Then after that, Gorgonzola. No. Cottage. Yes, the cottage cheese is... You can't get name safe for a T-object pointer? Are you fucking serious? My goodness. yeah, just maybe a nice sharp cheddar. Gotta stop by and thanks again for the motivation. Yeah, of course. Thank you for stopping by. So now I have to import item data here. Is that not where this is? It's probably in item. You're not gonna comment on my cheese choices, the man of cheese. I was looking forward to your response, but now you're just gonna tell me to have a good day. I'm a bit disappointed. What are your favorite cheeses? Use of oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. No, I didn't want to generate that inline. Is there not a... There's no CPP file. I'm so annoyed. Okay, now can I please compile? That's why I couldn't get name safe, I presume. Okay. Cheddar, brie, and gorgonzola. Oh, we have a little bit of overlap. I don't like brie. I do not like a brie cheese. It's very weird. And you might say the same about gorgonzola, but gorgonzola is just my kind of weird. Great on pizza. Great on pizza. Okay, we compiled. That's great. I have to hop off now, though. So I'm going to find someone to send you guys over to. I haven't rated Warka in a while. Let's go see what Warka's up to. Co-op friend survival chaos. Yeah, I know he's working on a friend slop game, which looks fun. He's looking at Pokemon cards right now, so we'll go crash that. So thanks everyone for stopping by. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Hopefully I will see you guys some other time. Cheddar, feta, and blue cheese. Feta's good. Feta's good. Those blue cheese. I think I prefer gorgonzola over blue cheese. They're very similar though. But yeah, make sure you all go tell Warka your favorite cheeses. And take care, everyone.